Sponsored by rxcardclub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 85% on prescription drugs. rxcardclub.com. Preview: Burkina Faso vs Malawi. Prediction: team news, lineups, sports mole previews. Tuesday's Africa Cup of Nations qualifying clash between Burkina Faso and Malawi, including predictions, team news and possible lineups. Burkina Faso host Malawi on Sunday when the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers continue, and both teams will be looking for a win after their opening results. The hosts drew their first match in dramatic fashion, while the visitors will be looking to bounce back after a surprise defeat at home. Match preview. Copyright Imago. Burkina Faso come into Sunday's game after a 1-1 draw away to Senegal in their opening game of AFCON qualifying. Ousseni Bouda shocked the Senegalese with a last-gasp equaliser, as the forward cancelled out Sadio Manes' early opener and handed Burkina Faso a strong start to their qualification hopes. While this was a great result for the Stallions, they are now winless in their last 8 games in all competitions, with this barren spell stretching all the way back to January. It is a surprising run considering that among their side are some noteworthy players who ply their trade in Europe, with the likes of defensive duo Edmond Tapsoba of Bayer Leverkusen and Issa Kabore of Benfica complementing a forward line that includes Bournemouths Dango and Ajax's Bertrand Traoré. In terms of their World Cup qualifiers, Burkina Faso sit in third and are 5 points behind table toppers Egypt, but they are crucially only 1 point behind Guinea-Bissau who occupy second. Malawi meanwhile will be looking to bounce back after a disappointing 3-2 home defeat at the hands of Burundi on Thursday. In a game dominated by Malawi, goals from Chimwemwe Idana and Langesi Nkoma were not enough to get their first points on the board, as a Chimwemwe Idana own goal and strikes from Jean-Claude Guillaume and Mokono Eltino resigned Patrick Mabedis' side to an opening game defeat. The result means that Malawi have now only won one of their last 6 games in all competitions, with that win being a 3-1 victory over Sao Tome and Principe back in June. This lack of form also leaves Malawi 4th after 4 games in their World Cup qualification group, and it will be an uphill task for Mabedi if he is to guide his side above any one of Tunisia, Namibia or Liberia in their quest for 2026's Showcase tournament. Mabedi took over as head coach in 2023, having spent the 3 years prior to this as the Malawi Under-20 head coach, with many of his roles before this being as an assistant manager for various club teams across South Africa. Burkina Faso Africa Cup of Nations qualifying form, D. Burkina Faso form, all competitions, LLDLDD. Malawi Africa Cup of Nations qualifying form, L. Malawi form, all competitions, LLLWLL. Team news. Copyright Imago. Burkina Faso have a strong defensive and midfield spine that is likely to be unchanged, with Trova Boni and Sasha Bans being tasked with a disciplined role in the middle of the park.